the last February podcast this month. Yeah, time's flying just a wee bit. Brilliant Teach Ready to Preach people. It is February 23rd. We just had a snowstorm here in New England. Bunch of poor bastards don't have plows or snow blowers. But needless to say, I've been telling y'all, it's wintertime. It ain't over. And Mother Nature's going to do Mother Nature things. So I got about a foot of snow. I've been since noon. I literally just stopped, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes ago. I warned you it was potent teach. We got a couple of things going on tonight. So, teach, if there's one flavor profile I would say that I do not like, what would it be? Side lychee, what would it be?
Swedish fish.
Yes. And what if I told you that something you had just recently, I just had in the best of it? It's the best in its class by far.
And
The Red Gummy Fish by Gorilla Mind. What, didn't you give this a 6?
yeah,
To me, this is a 3 point. I had one today. I'm going to say 3.75. So I think, again, best in its class. So in case that ghost flavor goes away, this is worth the time. Again, there's only 3 people that have made it best in its class, hands down. But
hell might have frozen over.
well, that was the one thing I said. I'm like, Teach, I don't need to call the asylum, but I like this. And he goes, did hell freeze over? And I said, no, my good man, but we are getting anywhere from 12 to 18 inches of snow. We got about 13 to 14 between 6 p.m. last night and noon today, Eastern Standard Time. Madonna, from 12 to 7 o'clock, it's just been grinding and grinding and grinding. You know, snow in my house. My grandfather, the plow guy's a piece of shit, and he don't know what he's doing. There's, freaking all these goombas and all these old people, and they got no room to put the snow. They got all these troubles and just trying to help people out and such. And again, I was seeing this old person. He's got a shovel in one hand, can in the other, and I'm like, Minkyo, what are you doing? Jesus Christ, man! Like, give it up. Accept a little help, please. So help me God. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
Mind you, we get
Ah,
CM Punk returning to WWE in 2023, and now in 2026 we have Raleigh liking a Swedish fish flavor. I think hell indeed it did freeze over.
we'll call our friends and see weather report. But I digress. But that wasn't the only thing to try tonight. We do have Sneak starter kit, and it's disappointing because Sneak used to have a lot of flavors, and they cut back on a good amount, not just the U.S. but their domestic over in Europe as well. One of the things that seems to come up the most is the cherry bomb and the red, white, and blue rocket pop. They say the US version tastes better, and they actually try to see if somebody could help them have it ship it over across the pond for them because again, man, these sneak collectors are fanatics just like Prime G Fuel are. Remember, these were the same people buying the agitators, which, let's be honest, we knew what they were.
Toys,
If you know, you know.
toys.
Yeah. Something pink that somebody's mother has in her sock drawer. I
Hey,
digress. I'm just telling it as it is. I'm so tired and worked up after a 7-hour day working like hell. I'm just saying it as it is. Not only that, but the wind burn, you actually see it on me. This is going to stay for a while.
oh rosy cheeks.
Yeah. Holy cheeks. Pause. Uh,
So after a 7-hour shift, what would make you feel more revitalized? Would you want to try the hydration first, or do you want to try the energy first?
I'm going to get the hydration first because I was sipping this throughout the day, just sipping a little bit of water. and sipping this as I've been going along. I was like putting this, I'm like, it's my garage, it's cold. So I just had like 2 bottles of water and I had this just sitting on the counter. And I carried a bottle of water and like my outside puffer jacket. And I would just sip water as I worked. And I just kind of, after like an hour, I just take a couple sips of this and keep moving on. Hydration will help replenish. Definitely before I stretch, shower, get the massage gone, that sort.
So first up will be the raspberry lemonade sneak hydration. And sneak has quite a bit of a supplementals facts here on the back. In one of
What?
these samples, they are 10 calories. You have 80 milligrams of vitamin C, 1.1 milligrams of thiamine, 1.4 milligrams of riboflavin, 16 milligrams of niacin, 1.4 milligrams of B6, 2.5 milligrams of vitamin B12, 60 milligrams of calcium, uh, 56.25 milligrams of magnesium, which I do enjoy seeing magnesium in this, but I find it funny it's 56.25. Why the why the quarter? 1.5 milligrams of zinc. That's pretty cool. We got 100 milligrams of sodium as Himalayan salt, which is interesting.
I dig
145.
that because 'cause it'll help your hydration.
This is true. 145 milligrams of potassium, which we like potassium. 1,000 milligrams of taurine. 500 milligrams of
Good.
coconut water powder.
Pause
And
right there.
okay,
Coconut water powder. I did not expect that.
I did not
I
either.
did not expect that at all.
And then you also have 300 milligrams of ashwagandha, 250 milligrams of choline bitartrate, and a 4-to-1 ratio extract of 100 milligrams of Phoenix ginseng. And other ingredients include citric acid, natural flavors, malic acid, bamboo leaf extract, 70% silica, whatever that might be used for, unsure, maltodextrin, silicone dioxide, calcium citrate, sucralose, and beef juice powder for color. And then it does say
So
that
it
there
does
is a
say
possible allergen in here for tree nuts because of coconut,
yes.
which is, I
So,
think, a first we've ever seen a brand have something similar to that.
I think you're right. So I didn't see the coconut water powder in there, but anyone will tell you that if you want a natural Gatorade, use, coconut water, fresh lemon juice, and Himalayan pink salt. Mix that really good, and that's your natural Gatorade. At least what Bryce Harper told me, my sweet young prince.
As a friendly
But go
reminder,
forward.
Sneak is mostly known and based in the UK, from my understanding. But
Yes.
this does say as a direction to add one of these satchels to 400 milliliters of a shaker bottle. For my US audience, 400 milliliters is 13.5 fluid ounces.
I got 500 in here, but that should be all right. One thing I wanted to say too is when it comes to the ashwagandha extract, the KSM 66, that's root, not leaf, correct? KSM 66?
Unsure on that one, honestly.
Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, I'm at about milliliter wise 450 milliliters.
Ah, according to Google AI overview, KSM 66 ashwagandha is a highly concentrated, full spectrum, root only extract, standardized to 5%. Okay. So this is there's a lot of people that put in ashwagandha as an ingredient to take a note from, but the reason why they have the KSM 66 is because there's some people or some companies similar to what Bang used to be. Well, they will put in the leaf instead of the root and make people go crazy when it does only a small percentage of the effect. Ashwagandha has been a controversial ingredient to some, but as for me, I don't go out of my way for it, but I can't say I mind it, if that makes sense.
I think it's more so controversial in the extent of like not a good or bad controversial, but more in a controversial of like, does it actually do what we think it's to be doing?
I also think that its results may vary.
Also true.
There's some people where, we're taking it because it's like, "Oh, it's in, the drink we have today," whereas some people, they have these TikTok or YouTube reviews of, "Hey, I took ashwagandha in a supplement form every day for a month, and this is what I improve." Some people talk about anxiety. Some people say, "I have no anxiety." Some people say, "I work better." Some people say, "I got lazy." So, depending on who you ask and depending on what kind of person you are, because my body is going to be different than yours, as so is somebody else. But needless to say, there's a reason why we are a energy drink and hydration choice podcast, and we go over these things because God forbid somebody, I don't know, I know somebody who's allergic to coconut and they would love this, but they can't. But here we are. Give this another shake for the hell of it.
And this is raspberry lemonade.
Hmm.
It doesn't smell too bad.
Smells
It smells fairly decent by the smell, but smell can be deceptive.
smells almost reminds me kind of like maybe not 4C, but 4C mixed iced tea or whatever. They
Mhm.
had the lemonade too. You know what I'm talking about?
No, it honestly, I don't know what you're talking about, but it does give me a smell similar to like a Bristol
You
light
know how
smell.
there's the You know how there's the big, like, tubs of, iced tea powder and lemonade powder?
If it was like Crystal Light, sure.
Well, Gatorade has a tub like that too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it as if it's like one of those. So, yeah. Oh, salute.
salute.
Mm. So, that coconut water does give it another taste at the end. It does give it a certain aftertaste, but honestly, it tastes like a good pre-made, I always say like a powdered mixed, raspberry lemonade. I'm glad I decided to do 16 ounces instead of like 12 because otherwise it'd be a lot more potent. This is rather strong.
I was gonna say this does technically recommend 13 and a half, and I have about 14 and a half in here for water level. And I don't know if it's just me, but I do feel like I get a tiny bit of a chalky taste to it.
Yeah, I have it in 16 and I think it's a little potent. But I
What do you mean
I
by
actually
potent?
don't mind, as in it's stronger than I thought it would be.
Well, I'm going purely off of a chalk like taste of it, and it's like powder wise rather than just flavor. It definitely feels like, in the weirdest way of saying it, I feel like this tastes like a raspberry lemonade vitamin. It feels like as if I took a raspberry lemonade vitamin, crushed it up, and put it into here, and then just shook it up and was like, "This is how I'm going to consume my vitamin."
It's not I mean, it might be slightly chalky for me, but again, if you had it in 16 instead of 13, I think it would really make a difference. Because, I mean, I've had powder flavors like G Fuel in an 8 ounce, and it will really change the texture of it.
Other
I've had a
than
glitch flavor in 10 ounces, it'll change it.
having a like vitamin chalky like taste to me, the actual raspberry lemonade taste itself is fairly decent. The raspberry's fairly good. The lemonade's fairly good. It is a little bit more on the tart side, I would say, for lemonade, even though this is still very smooth. I'm going to give it.
I got some sort of You don't taste the coconut? Because I do in this one.
No, I don't get any coconut.
I do taste it here, but this is why I always say why samples sometimes suck because we have no idea where we got them from. Because if you take a tub, right, is the top of the tub taste better than the bottom of the tub? Some might argue that.
I'm getting a distinct taste of coconut.
Mine's on the back burner end of it. So I mean, I understand where you get the vitamin taste. I also get the artificial, like the Crystal Light or 4C lemonade from it too.
That I
Like
get
I
for
used to
sure.
do like I used to grab 4C raspberry iced tea. Me, my mother, and my sister used to enjoy that a lot, especially during the summer.
But as a whole, for the raspberry lemonade taste, it is still fairly
Mm,
decent. I give that credit. Um, I've had a lot worse for
okay.
raspberry lemonades, and mind you, this is technically a hydrate formula, and most time hydrate formulas are better on the taste than some energy formulas.
We've also had some great lemonades and we've had bad lemonades.
Oh, this is very true. I would say this is a
I
very
think,
mid lemonade.
yes, I agree. Not a bad grade. Like, I don't think this is the Advanced GG lemonade bad grade, if you remember that.
Vaguely, yeah.
Remember this was one of the, you got memed from this, remember? It was, "Where's my lemonade? Is it under the sauce?"
Was that advanced GG?
Yes.
Thought that was
This was
glitch with
one
an
of
eye.
thi No, Glitch with an Eye, you couldn't even stomach, remember?
I remember that part, but I didn't. I thought that was where this meme came from. I didn't think it was advanced GG.
So, I got a starter kit for us both. It came in plastic bags. So, the cherry lime was inedible. There was 3 others, one was okay, but then one you go, "Okay, this is like a grandma strawberry." You drop it in 16 ounces of water, and where's my lemonade? And you're like, "Is this under the sauce? Where's my lemonade? I love lemonade. Where's my lemonade?"
I do remember that about a lot better than I do, my friend.
I can imagine, but I mean, there's certain things that I just kind of remember that just like stick out to me and make me laugh like hell. And there's probably some other things that you remember that I may not recall, whatchamacallit, didn't I I'm trying to think. Wasn't there one where we were gifted cans and we didn't like any of them and they made the sink?
Was that not the bling or the bing?
That's right, the Bing by Brit. Yes. See, you're on track. We were both on track.
Yep. Yes, that was in 2023, if I remember correctly.
I forget the year.
I'm pretty confident it was 2023.
But I was about to say, I'm like, "Whoo, boy, this is diabolical."
Ooh boy.
Yes,
Overall,
whoo, boy.
I give the Sneak Raspberry Lemonade Hydrate a 6.8 out of 10.
Unique flavor. Not sure if I'd buy a tub of this, but I'm just gonna go 3.0 out of 5. 3 even. Call it.
I'm curious if the cherry bomb has that same similar vitamin esque chalkiness to it. I wonder if that's just a thing to sneak. Um, we'll say the formula's okay. You know, I do
So if
appreciate
we were to look here,
at the energy.
hmm, hmm. So there's certain ingredients that you're gonna have in a hydration that you're not gonna have from the energy. For instance, one thing to also note, the amount of taurine is actually more in the energy. Instead of 1,000, it's 1,250.
So
There is no Himalayan salt or any coconut water.
let's just go over
So,
their energy formula, shall we?
all right.
We are looking at three carbohydrates, 80 milligrams of vitamin C, theamine at 0.165 milligrams, riboflavin at 0.12 milligrams, niacin at 2.4 milligrams, B6 at 0.21 milligrams, folate, 50 micrograms, whichever that might be. Sincerely, I've not heard of that. Vitamin B12 at zero point 0.6 micrograms, biotin, which we like to see at 37 micrograms, pantothenic acid at 0.75 milligrams, calcium at 60 milligrams, magnesium at 51 milligrams, sodium at 200 milligrams. Dang. Potassium at 145, L-tyrosine at 150, L-taurine at 1,250 milligrams, caffeine from green coffee bean extract 150, and then at a 4-to-1 ratio of Phoenix ginseng root 100 milligrams, choline bitarate at 100 milligrams, and then L-carnitine and L-tartrate at 100 milligrams. And additional ingredients is once again maltodextrin, malic acid, natural flavor, sucralose, acesulfam, acesulfame, potassium, silicone dioxide, and again, beet juice powder for color. And there's no allergens in this one.
So, based upon the ingredients taken out in comparison to the hydration, there is no Himalayan salt, no ashwagandha, no coconut, and the taurine is increased here. So, one thing that I actually give credit to Sneak to is they haven't been doing dyes in some time. Which, I mean, again, they got followed by UK regulations before they go out to here. For instance, one thing that we've tried years ago was the Blizzard V2. And they said, what's the difference between when they released the new Blizzard V3 versus the standard? The ingredient that gave them the swirly, silvery, almost like a snowflake glitter like effect, that ingredient became banned so they couldn't replicate it and let their community know because they're more on top of everything. The one thing that does make me a little annoyed, Teach, is that if you had to pull them up side by side, right? The B Look at the B12 on the hydration and look at the B12 percentage of the energy.
It feels like there's a lot less in the energy than compared to the hydrate.
There is.
But I,
So all the B vitamins are underdosed in the energy, but they're fully dosed in the hydration.
another thing that is interesting, speaking about the sodium part, is that it is Himalayan salt for the sodium and the hydrates. And the energy, and I have not heard of this before, so I even did the very little bit of research here. The sodium in the energy is trisodium citrate. And trisodium citrate also is shortened up to sometimes be seen as just sodium citrate.
I got to admit, man, that's actually 200 for an energy drink is actually kind of a lot if you think about it. 200 milligrams of sodium for a drink is a lot. For instance, this Gorilla Mind has 80. How much is on the back of that rain can?
For sodium,
Yeah.
200.
Hmm. Interesting. You got the ghost can with you?
No, not on me.
It's in the fridge somewhere.
Nope.
Damn. All right. I was about to say because like I've ever after everything I've looked, it seems like a lot. Let's check the glitch old formula. Sodium. Not even on here. I'm assuming zero.
I don't recall there being any sodium.
Yeah, I don't recall either. Hopefully, this isn't a rest in peace.
It sadly is.
Well, hopefully there might be a V2, but I
Yeah,
digress.
no sodium.
I didn't think so. But you kind of see where I'm going with this. So for somebody that, is enjoying a glitch that has no sodium, and then everything else that he's picking up around him is between 100 and 200, it's a big difference. Might be a little more salty, but see how that goes. But nonetheless, I'm find it very interesting because if you look at any other energy drink can or presence around you, like for here, I'm looking at the Glitch V1. I'm not sure what they're doing for B vitamins here. It doesn't look like there's a scale for it, but I'll allow it simply because I think it works. But if we look down the line of this Gorilla Mind, the font's small, but niacin 100%, B6 290%, B12 210%. This is B5 100%. Vitamin C 100%. I mean, when you have like a 20% dosage of your vitamin Bs, I just kind of think you're underdosing the product personally. I mean, when every other energy drink seems to be doing 100% or more, even your Monster and Red Bull, and then you pick up Sneak and it has a fifth of it, that's a big difference.
It is.
When you go from 100 to 80, you're not going to notice a big difference. You go from 100% to 20%, that might be you might feel that. But nonetheless to say, shall we try this controversial UK to US ingredient?
This is the cherry bomb, which I need to look up real quick.
It should be still available.
Uh, Not so much that. I want to know what the exact flavor profile is, because cherry bomb is kind of vague.
I think it's just a standard cherry, but I could
Is
be
it?
wrong.
I guess yeah. It is just a classic cherry, mind you. When we had glitch, we were having
You had two different cherries in the same right next to each other for sales, so I get that. Because there was like a sour cherry and then like a more of a tart cherry, something like that.
cherry bomb with glitch with black cherry.
Oh, that's right. There was a sour cherry and a black cherry. That's right.
Yep, and aim assist was the sour cherry.
Mm, that's right. Aim assist, one of my favorites.
Yep. So
Yours too at the time, once upon a time.
for a long time, but I just want to make sure because cherry bomb could technically be wide variety. But yes, this is just a straight cherry, and my cherries are ready to try this cherry.
Uh, I am too.
This has
Not getting much of a smell.
way more of a vitamin smell to it.
Oh, salute.
Salute. After first sip, I don't know how to feel.
I feel like I watered it down, especially since this one it says 300 to 400 milliliters and I had 500.
I'm at the same as I
Oh,
was for the previous amount, which is only like 1 milliliter over. Is it? Well, I was at 450 technically for this, and this says 300 to 400, so just a tiny bit over.
I mean, I feel like we've been spoiled with good cherries, if that makes sense. Let's be honest, we kinda have.
I still just get that vitamin taste, man. Like, in the weirdest way of explaining it, I still my mind and my flavor receptors are taking this like you are taking a Flintstone vitamins gummy, or not a gummy, but like uh vi-
The hard vitamin,
the hard vitamin. Yeah, I don't
uh,
know why I want to say gummy, but
the crunch, crunch,
if you're
crunch.
just
It's a
like
little gritty.
mortar and smashing and pedaling it up, and then you just take that and then pour it in the water and shake it up.
Well, that was the other thing I was wondering about it because, I mean, why does it feel like we're does it make sense to say that we muddled a vitamin into our drink?
And maybe it's not like it's so, like, in a weird way of saying it a long time ago,
Am I
when
wrong?
people said G Fuel was chalky, that was chalky in the actual extent of, like, chalk, as in, like, stuff just wouldn't always fully dissolve. This feels like it is technically dissolving, but it has a chalky, like, taste to it, and I think that's going back to the, like, vitamin-esque taste to it. Because this really does, to me, taste like a cherry vitamin, just in water.
I feel like every powdered substance will kind of leave a little some will leave, like, a sentiment at the bottom if you leave it there for too long. No matter what, gravity's gonna do its thing, it's not gonna all stay in place, it's all gonna drift on the bottom at some point, and you gotta reshake it, stir it around, whatever. Stir if you carbonate it, don't be like me and make an ass out of yourself and explode your shaker. I've done it before, but live on camera too, Johnny Price was on, and I'm like, "I broke my fucking shaker, oh my god."
I remember.
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
overly enthralled with the cherry taste though too. I don't necessarily
we've
enjoy the vitamin-esque taste, and I'm not enthralled with the cherry taste. It's not bad, but oh, again, I'm not impressed. This is
I mean,
mid.
it's alright. It's alright, but again, like I said, we've had some very good cherries before. When it comes to cherry energy drinks that stand out and they're like the top tier, we have, Aim Assist, Cherry Bomb, both from Glitch, G Fuel Clickbait. G Fuel has made a fine cherry, and I know a lot of people will rag on G Fuel, and I know the controversy behind it. But one of the flavors that I remember keeping on, there's not many tubs that I've ordered twice, okay? Intention to keep, that is. I have bought Clickbait at least twice. That just tells you how good it is. I mean, sour cherry, very good. Clickbait, very good. I'm trying to think of another one.
Clickbait was cherry pomegranate, right?
Yes. The oozes, red ooze, black ooze.
Not to be confused with the ooses.
Yes.
I couldn't help
Ooze,
myself.
not
I'm sorry.
Uso. Yes, ooze, not Uso. Let's see what else we got on the shelf here.
Now, G Fuel has done their 2.0 formula, but I don't think they've done a 2.0 clickbait yet.
Diabolical. I mean, at least they brought back Ice Shatter, though. That I'm happy with.
And also, to be fair, you and I have not tried the um 2.0 formula yet. Here's another thing. I'm going to put this
Not
up
yet. I'm not ruling it out, though.
before I get into this topic, as this topic is a very small rant. Um, Sneak Energy Cherry Bomb, I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10. It's not bad, but I'm nowhere near impressed.
Mm, 3.1 out of 5.
So I was looking up something today because similar to you and I not having tried the G Fuel 2.0 formula yet to review on the show, there's another company we have never reviewed on the show. And it does get a little bit of traction, but the reason why it annoys me that we technically will probably not be able to try them unless they were to send us a care package technically, is because companies need to have sample packs of their stuff so people can sample it and try what it is before they want to fully commit to a $35, $40 tub. A company that I was checking up
Agreed.
earlier that has no samples, they have a little bit of traction and they sell a $35 tub and their formula seems fairly decent. Augers. They have no samples whatsoever.
And what, like 3 flavors? Maybe 4?
I think it was like 6, 7.
Very well.
All jokes aside,
I
seriously,
mean, if you
no samples.
I mean, if you got 6 flavors and no flavor packs, what are we doing? Because again, right, you are in this phase where people are leaving energy drink companies and are being recruited off of other people. Not for nothing, but I mean, once you had a lot of people with the last couple of weeks promoting, tagging, and blowing up all of Twitter X of saying, "I am leaving this company." And if you are Alti, Freshen Up, Rogue, maybe not so much G Fuel, Advanced GG, they're revving up their engine, starting the car and keeping it warm and saying, "All systems go, come on down," like I'm Bob Barker on The Price is Right. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. And then you're just like, "Oh, by the way, guys, here's a code or some sample packs. If you need some information, you got it here." But I mean, if you don't have sample packs for somebody to try, I understand that you can't just sell samples forever. When everyone else is selling samples and you are not, you slam the door on yourself. You do.
So, also looking at the G Fuel
Used
website,
to like be the
they
king of samples.
they have moved over vast majority to the 2.0 formula. They have gotten rid of a lot of their previous stuff that was the 1.0 formula. There's still a little bit, but it's mostly the 2.0. I'm trying to see if there is a spot for us possibly to find samples.
I think they're rolling everything over at some point. I think it's just a matter of
It, at
what
this
goes from
current
here.
time, it does not look like they actually have starter kits. So there's no way for us to get sample packs of the new G Fuel to review the new G Fuel. Because I will say, I have grown very curious to how the 2.0 G Fuel formula is compared to the original formula. Because if there's anybody on this platform that should review it and would know it best, it is you and I. For the amount of OG G Fuel you and I used to drink. And I mean, it was on the daily.
Yes. Ah,
I lied.
hold up.
I lied. They do
Hold
have
up.
some of the 2.0 starter packs. So you and I could review the Hype Sauce 2.0 and the Miami Nights 2.0.
Hold on. There's a G Fuel starter kit. Right now it says 40. Okay, so this is a absolute bullshit of a promo. It's not 45% off because if you're telling me, wait a minute, free US shipping. Okay, now we're talking. Maybe that's where the cost came in. Right now they're doing a G Fuel starter kit. It is a free cup along with it. It's a cup, free shipping, 2 hype sauce, 2 PewDiePie, 2 sage modes, 1 peach rings. Not sure if it's 2.0 or not
What's it
for
is
14.99.
what color is the
So what you
packet?
got, the color for the packet?
Yeah, for Hype Sauce, is it
Uh,
black?
on see.
Does it have black on the ends or is it all pink?
There's black on the ends.
Yeah, it's the old formula.
Ah, yeah, it is the old formula. One thing that piques my curiosity is the Sonic Peach ring. It actually has a different graphic of Sonic running through a ring.
And
It is a little different.
that's the old formula too. The only ones they currently
Damn.
have for 2.0 is Miami Nights and Hype Sauce.
Starter Kit Lander V2.
I oddly wish you and I had some
Damn it.
V1 Hype Sauce to do a one-to-one comparison.
Hmm. Somebody's got it around. We just gotta find out who. Yeah, because like it's not. It's one of those things where I hate when people do this, and I hate when websites do this. But when there comes to a time where like when you have to go in the search bar and know what you're doing instead of a casual person who is just shopping around. Like for instance, let's say you have a code on a website, right? This is back to, Glitch having a website backup, right? Would you rather say, hey, just click on the website and click energy, or would you rather have them go to a search bar and they have to put in the search bar? If you have to go through the search bar to absolutely find what you're looking for, it is inconvenient for somebody. Search bar is different. But yeah, this is kind of terrible. The starter packs for the V2 formula.
Yeah, they only
No.
have 2 flavors that are 2.0.
Yeah, that's just not right. Tis not right.
And it is interesting that they're still doing collector boxes.
Not surprised. I mean, they do go. I mean, they have another one with Ghostface. They have one with Chucky. The one with Chucky, I think, is kind of funny as hell.
I wonder if Points got
It's a crushed heart. Oh, crushed heart candy. Isn't that what was the OG flavor of that? Wasn't there a heart flavor? G Fuel at one point, and it was really hard to find, and people were selling those tubs for like $100.
feel like yes. Yeah, where are the plugs when you need them?
It was a V1 formula too. This was the 25 calorie. I keep my receipts, bro. I keep them. So Tails from Sonic, he's got his collector's box. He's orange creamsicle, which I'm actually okay with because KSI's out and Tails is in. Because fuck him. That's why. You all know what I also found in the vitamin shop
Hmm,
that I was very skeptical of, and
what
because it was buy everything and get another one half off,
what's that?
Prime makes a protein shake.
Yeah.
I did not know.
You wanna know an odd fun fact that in some ways you already kinda knew, but also don't recall? The last order I ever made of G Fuel was at December 17th, 2022. Can you guess the flavor?
Mango lemonade.
Mhm. Yes, sir. It's when we had Shock on this show and he had his collector box come out. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And then we had him on the show to talk business. His camera wasn't working, all that sort. We talked about cars and he talked about his having a wrap shop before he even opened it up, which is crazy because that guy seriously talks about the future. He talks about his moves in secret. Like the guy's the man. There's just no way circling around it because that guy doesn't just talk a big game, he is the game. No offense to Triple H.
Kinda beat
I'm
me
not
to it.
even went there, damn it.
So honestly, it is a damn shame to an extent, but uh the point system definitely got refreshed.
Fuck everything up or for better?
I lost all of the previous points I had.
Let me see. But also, I remember that I definitely ordered something afterwards in comparison to you. Use email instead.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
They have you remember the old G Fuel to go scoopers? They have those for points. They still have the Hornets shirt for points. You can get a backpack for points. You can get a pickleball set for points, and they still have the 5K year supply. They even have an ugly can
I
sweater.
I did not see the pickleball set going for points. Let's see. I have 2 points available. So my last purchase, ooh, you said your last purchase was when? December 2022?
December 17th, 22, it was the mango lemonade.
Mine was so my last order was November 27th, 2023. It was a buy one, get one. The order before that was the Hive Nectar Supreme Hydration Collector's Box.
Dude, looking back at the purchase history and the amount of fucking money I spent and the amount of orders in a month,
Ooh, there was a couple of them. There was the, Resident Evil Lady D Shaker re-release. There was the Gundam tub that was a big mistake on their part. I mean, there's just some cool stuff here that I was looking at. Let just going down just 2022 and 23. Some good stuff, man. Like I think I gave ooh. You want to know where I think the true downfall was for G Fuel if I had to take a guess here?
what
Let's rewind the clock. Let's go back. This is going back 4 years. Isn't it diabolical? So, March 14th, 2022. There's a certain shaker going on. Goes into the 15th. March 15th, 2022. It's on for sale. Mario Shaker, as they call it. Mario Day. Don't recall? It was the Nintendo colors, the light gray, the dark gray, the G Fuel lettering was in red.
no, I don't remember that one at all.
Damn. I mean, it's a plain looking one, but nonetheless. Let's see. Just a couple days before that was a Musty Cow and Ghost Gaming. Ooh, this was a big one. So I remember this because you used to stream during weeknights. I think it was Tuesday night. It's this. It says delivered. Not sure when it was ordered. Oh, this was March, but it was delivered in May. This was a, let's see, confirmed February 25th. Okay. So, trip down memory lane, if you will. So, I'm tired as hell from work. You're streaming. There's one box. This was a game of the year type of game, big hype, low stock in the collector's box. And you were a big collector at the time,
Mhm.
and you're like, "Dude, I can't right now. I can't." And I just said, "Dude, fuck that. Just give me back. I'm not a landlord. I'm your boy." And you said, "Sure, I guess." I order it. I go to sleep. I wake up, it's gone. Now I end up getting it delivered to my house May 7th, 2022. Flavor, not mid, it's kind of ass. But the box and the way that it was delayed and the way that we were going, it's meh. I'm definitely not buying the tub itself, but the box is beautiful and the collab was insane at the time. Are you getting the recall?
I
Is the gears
I
turning a little
think I
bit?
know what one you're talking about.
Name it.
Elden Ring.
Yup. Yup. So going back to circling back again, we were a decent society at this time. I mean, for crying out loud, let's see. Months down the road.
Here,
Okay, April.
here's a
We
quick
have
pause.
generic yeah, go for it.
In 2 days, it'll be the fourth anniversary of Elden Ring. Let me tell you how old that is. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Back down memory lane. Let's see. If we go by the orders from 2022 and 23, I mean, just think about it. Uncharted was delivered to my house in late February 4 years ago. There was delivered 4 years ago, almost to the day. What was around? The Naruto Sage Mode collector's boxes. Those were huge at the time. We had a green lemonade trending. We had the moonberry hydration. We had Tiny Tina. Remember that? One of the best flavors that G Fuel ever made. Ring a bell?
The other one again?
Tiny Tina,
Mhm.
Alex Wonderland, Cherry Vanilla,
Oh, yeah, I remember those
generic
cans.
marshmallow generic marshmallow birds. Let's see. Oh yay. Ordered in late April 22. They re-released the short of the strawberry shortcake. It was strawberry shorter cake. And there was the Morbus. That flavor was a flop. Let's see.
They had a lot of hit or misses.
Let's see. This is to me when it started to go downhill. The Diablo, that plum. Ugh. June  22nd, 2022. Awful. Oh, I still got these. July 28th, 2022. The watermelon lemonade Mortal Kombat collector's box. I still got them untouched. September that year, Spyro. August 18th, MFAM Hydration Punch. The rewards for the inflatable cans. They don't make good shit like they used to. Remaking the Shock uh Shaker. Ooh. September and October 2022 it was Rick and Morty. Now these were delivered, not sure if they're pre-ordered. There were the Dead by Daylight, which was a flop because they chose a red apple instead of a green, and there's the Rick and Morty. It was the strawberry limeade. My friend enjoyed that. The Gundam Melon, that was a flop. But yeah, it's been 2.5 years since I ordered something like that in that regard. It sucks though, man. I mean, I kind of wish that I mean, the rewards are colored scoopers, the can koozie. The backpack ain't bad. The pickleball set's kind of cool. Still, though, kind of terrible in that regard. I mean, all of that and for what? I'm not sure if I used them all at some point and went from there. Maybe we did that to do the shock thing because we said there's no way I'm using everything. But it's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Not only that, but I don't even know like who's even part of Team G Fuel at this point.
Yeah, that environment's changed a lot too.
I mean, we're at this point where I feel like brands aren't supporting creators like they used to. Because outside Shock Daddy, PewDiePie, we have Jay, we got what's her name? What's her name? She had the starfruit can, the starfruit
Butters.
flavor. Butters.
I think
Butters.
she's still heavily with them.
Oh, she's I see her right there. I see her face. It's impossible to forget that face. But still, dude, just I mean, it's definitely not what it used to be. But I mean, again, we've been saying that ever since some of these creators got let go or are being recruited to other brands. Or when, hey, we gave you your own flavor in your own collector's box. Cool, sell them off the shelf quick because we got a contract we got to sign with Red Bull. And we're like, oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Because that may, because that,
Ah fuck.
what was that flavor? Oh, damn it. It was that Game and Org. Their logo is that rogue character or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
That rogue character.
Damn, I'm trying to think. I think it was Aha, Heretics. Heretics Kiwi Mango. Yeah.
I remember.
You could actually still get that on eBay. It's 45 bucks for the sealed tub. Not bad all considering. Ooh, they do have clickbait.
Not in
They do
2.0.
have it. Not in 2.0, but it was in that remember right before 2.0 they were having the old art going into AI generated crap.
Mm-hmm.
They fired all the artists and started doing AI. Clickbait was one of the first tubs. So now they're trying to sell out all their stock of it, giving it the 2.0 label, and then when they're ready, oh hey, it's back. Boom. Same AI art. It has 2.0 on it. And then all of us in the universe sigh and say, go fuck yourself.
And that is our hour mark. That's episode 185. As a quick reference, it is out, and we'll be trying it soon. The Rain Watermelon Sour Candy is out. Go find it. We'll be having it on the show pretty soon. But that is all for this week.
Yes, 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 yes. Also, what's making me laugh is remember there's that VTuber organization that after they just released the collector's boxes, they decided to go bankrupt. I think it was, one of them said that they were leaving and then they had to dismantle it. Do
Yep.
you remember? And then they were
V
saying,
Sojo.
"Oh, well, yeah," they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're, like 6,000,000 in the hole, all that," and we're like, "Hold on. You ripped off charity money. You're $6,000,000 in the hole." So granted, right? I've talked to some accountants and people that do the books, and if there's that much money coming in, there's so many things that they can do it because, I mean, again, right? They will do things like they'll put money in, like, a certain fund and say that this is, like, emergency funny fund money, or it'll be this is petty cash. Somebody gets a bonus, somebody does this. It could make a company making money into a company at a loss in just a couple hours. But when you bullshit charity money, say that the whole company is closing down because 'cause you're in the hole. Hmm, mhm. The damage dealt so bad, you're below water and you're circling the drain and you don't even know it yet. It's crazy. The guy said, "I'm gonna go bankrupt before I go to jail for fraud." Sad. Fucking jerk off, that guy. But nonetheless, that is our hour mark. I'm sorry that we didn't get to try anything too overwhelming, but I mean, I'd rather try something mid than try something that's disappointing or absolutely diabolical. But the fact that this was the best thing that I've had today speaks wonders. Am I wrong, Teach?
Out of what you had,
I didn't
maybe.
think, again, I can't believe that this is high up on the scale. Not the scales on the can design, but up on the Raiden scale. Now again, I thought to myself, am I trying the black cherry? Am I trying the blackberry lemonade? I just said, you know what? Let's get this gummy fish out of the way. And when I decide I don't like it, I'll just pour this out and try another can. Well, I did not pick up another can that day. In fact, I decided to go right on my desk and do something for a project to a friend and bang out 4,000 words on my desk.
Ooh, boy.
Who boy indeed. So on that remark, people, GG's. See you next week. Love you, Ty. Love you, Recon. Love you, audience. Please, so help me God, everybody. Do not slip and fall outside. Careful of the snow. Stay warm. Make sure you make time to eat. Drink your freaking water. Caffeine optional. Best of peace, mind, health, everything else. And hopefully we see you next week. Any ideas, concerns, questions, anything, hit us up on our Twitter account. We will be there. One of us will, probably me, but you know. Comment freely, share this video, have some laughs, and see you Monday, hopefully. Take care in the meantime. See you in March. Lotus.